The fear of recession, the challenges of inflation, they continue to impact economies around the globe. And since we are also well integrated with the global economy, we will also see an impact of that in the way our economy performs or gets impacted. See, I think infrastructure spending has been on a robust trajectory. When we look at, and we need to really dissect it down to different sectors. When we look at the largest consumer of infrastructure spend, which is the road sector, they have been on track in terms of spending whatever was the outlay. In fact, they have been in the market mobilizing more funds. The second element, which is a very large element, is the railway sector, where it is largely government spend driven. There also they had a long-term vision and plan for spending multiple lakhs of crores, 8 lakh plus crores into infrastructure, into building the railway infrastructure. That has been on track. Some mega projects have seen some delays like DFCC, but I think most of those delays are behind us, and these projects should also see the light of the day in 2023. Other than that, I think some programs have taken some time to take off in the railway sector, especially like the railway station modernization program. Okay, and that has largely been on account of the fact that earlier there was a plan to do a PPP, then probably in the interest of swifter execution, government decided to look at EPC. There again is probably a relook at the model. So I think that the model goes under goes a little bit of refinement, undergoes a little bit of refinement. It takes some time. I think once the model is established, then the spend moves very quickly. We have seen that in other sectors. In the road, if the model is established, then the spend starts happening. Then you have to choose the right projects, roll it out, and the spend starts happening. I think in railway sector, probably not being so PPP friendly, so probably they have to make sure that this time they get the model right. Airports, we have seen a very good story rolling out. Okay, with multiple airports being put up for private sector, the next set of 6 airports also coming up. So I don't see a challenge. That's a very fairly well-established model. Ports has been again another stable area. So should not be a challenge to the PPP in port sector. When it comes to other segments like urban transport, it has largely been an area where government spending probably takes higher priority than private sector. It is not a sector which is amenable to so much of private investment. The returns are probably fairly modest. There are other risk issues associated. So you will see different level of maturity when it comes to spend, but the extent of spend has been on track broadly. That's what I would say. The challenges are more in getting the right model in place. If you are really trying to attract private sector capital, then getting the model right is very important.